Hi, political Twitter. A guy in Seoul, South Korea, tweeting to you. Now, what I'd like to talk about is an idea that has been floated by several people, including several journalists, professional journalists, through my Twitter feed, and that is the idea of enforcing a no-fly zone over Ukraine. This is a crazy idea, and I don't know what people are thinking of when they tweet this kind of proposal, and they are professional journalists. I'm just an armchair political analyst, like most of the people on Twitter. I do write about politics, sometimes within an artistic context. I've written some historical fiction. I know a little bit about history, but let me tell you how a no-fly zone will play out. The best case scenario is NATO jets start flying into Ukraine airspace. They're not going to just take reconnaissance photos. They will have to interchange with Russian aircraft who will be aggressive toward them. They're going to have to shoot down Russian aircraft in order to enforce that no-fly zone. The instant they do that, they become belligerent to the Russians. Unless they are flying from air bases within Ukraine territory, their air bases in other NATO countries will become targets for the Russian Air Force. In turn, the bases that the Russian planes are flying from will also become valid targets. That means you'll have a bombing war, a shooting war between NATO air bases on NATO soil and Russian bases on Russian soil between USAF, RAF, German Air Force, French, not NATO, but still involved maybe, and Russian airplanes. That's the best case scenario. Wake up and think this one through. A lot of you people who call yourself journalists don't know enough to really be voicing an opinion on something that could easily lead to a scenario that is much, much, much worse. Korean flag, American flag behind me. A little bit of history happening here on the Korean Peninsula.